Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. EA said that we'd be waiting until the second season of FC 26 to see the new heroes that are dropping on this game, and yesterday they confirmed it themselves that it is happening this Friday. We already know the new promo that is coming out this Friday on FC 26, and it's called UEFA Prime Time, but it seems very similar to a promo that we have around this time of the year every single year. So we're going to talk about that today. Look at the heroes that are leaked. And really the big question with this promo is it only hero cards? Also, all eyes are right now on the Ultimate Scream cards, of course, because we are less than a day away from these upgrades taking place in game. We're going to talk about the upgrades again today and some rumors that are circling as to whether the cards from Team 2 are going to get the same upgrades as they had before when EA mistakenly upgraded them. So we're going to talk about that and what time to expect the upgrades as well, because that's a big question as we head into tomorrow on Wednesday. Let's talk about it, guys. If you're excited for the video, drop a thumbs up on it, hype the video if you can, and subscribe if you're new. Now, first, let's cover yesterday's content on Monday, which, as expected, was a pretty quiet day. We had 2 SBCs and 1 objective and a new live event to cover today. But in SBCs here, we have the 79 times 2 upgrade pack. Guys, the real desire for upgrade packs right now is something that requires common golds. Like 6 rares for the 79 times 2 isn't terrible. It's not great. I've had decent pulls from these upgrade packs, but I don't end up doing too many of them because I don't have as many rare golds in my club as I do common gold cards. Since we have this 11 common gold players pack from a daily common gold upgrade that we can do 3 times a day, I'm stocked up on commons. The daily silver as well. You know, all these upgrade packs, the league SBC grind, I am stocked up on commons. Can we please get something that maybe requires 1 rare or 2 rares, maybe a 77 times 2 that you have to turn in 7 commons and 2 rares for? Like, I would gladly do that right now instead of turning in 6 rares into a 79 times 2. That's how EA's kind of limiting the menu grind a little bit. Speaking of menu grind, the league SBCs are going away this week, so they're going to be either refreshing or maybe changing to something different. We're going to keep a close eye on that. Make sure as well, if you have these Common Libertadores cards, or if you have any of these SBCs that you haven't fully completed yet, that's just kind of something to keep in mind. We'll be watching that throughout the rest of this week. So the 79 double came back yesterday, exact same SBC as last week. And we also had the player SBC that we were expecting. It's Liga F Player of the Month, Edna Imade. I think that's how you say her name. Her card is not looking the greatest, but if you're a Liga F collector, 3-star, 3-star, lengthy with Enforcer, Advanced Forward plus, you got first touch, aerial precision, and finesse there on her card. Pretty cheap. Most people are probably skipping that SBC. Again, SBC content on Mondays is usually pretty thin, and it was exactly that yesterday. Now we go to the objectives to talk about the rest of content. This is where some things were looking interesting before content, but then once it dropped, a lot of people are looking at Screamers tournament right here and thinking that it's not worth their time, mostly because of the number of games that it requires you to play and the rewards you get in return. The group reward here, the best card, is Issy, which, if he was 4-star, 4-star, it actually might be a halfway decent card. 89 pace, that's up there. Striker, cam, center mid, and right mid. He has decent stats. He's got good play styles, pinged, dead ball, low driven, rapid, first touch. And he even has Advanced Forward plus as a role. He's got Playmaker plus. He's got some other decent roles in there. But it's just not a card that you think would sell for too much on the market, so it doesn't feel like it's really worth going after. Now, there is an 81 times 11, and that might be the biggest draw for some people out of this, is the 81 times 11 pack. And then also in here, for winning the tournament 1 time through, you do get an 82 times 7. So maybe doing this tournament for you isn't about getting all the rewards. It's just about getting some of them. There are some evos in here that look interesting, like the CDM Box Crasher plus. You have the Gory card here. You've got another pack in 85 to 89 for scoring at least 2 goals in 5 separate matches. So, like, not terrible stuff in here, but I mean, not really worth it when it's looking like you have to play at least 20 matches to get this completed. To complete 8 of the 9 of these objectives, one of them would have to be scoring in at least 20 separate matches, which, if you do the math, in the course of 3 days the Screamers tournament is out, is going to require a bit of gameplay. And that's where the actual problem with tournaments is really starting to become an issue right now in this game. If you take a look at both the Season 2 World Tour and the Screamers tournament themselves, even though it's daily refreshing, as it says here, there's 30 entries per day. What we're seeing is Once you win the tournament, if you go 4 wins in a row and win this tournament, you can't get back in to play it. So you have to lose to keep playing this tournament in order for you to complete the objective. Again, you have to play in 20 separate matches. So if you first time through yesterday, like a lot of people in the comments were saying, won it through and won 4 games in a row, you can't get back into it, and you're waiting until today for the entries to refresh, and for yourself, your entries to refresh, like for your account, because you won it, to be able to get back in the game and play it again. And then it's probably going to happen again if you win, so you don't want to do that. That's frustrating, and that really does not, it's kind of like the tournament is stopping you from playing and succeeding and getting the rewards that you're trying to grind for in the game, and that never feels good. So there's a problem with tournaments right now because of that. It should let you go right back into it unless there was going to be like a shorter path to complete the entire objective just by winning it more times through instead of like just winning and playing more games specifically. So that's a bit of a frustration point right now in this game for sure. But I think for a lot of us, that tournament just doesn't feel super worth it to play all those games to get those rewards. Now, the last piece of content from yesterday is more so news related and just kind of a shocking piece of news that we've just not gotten accustomed to EA being so open about talking about things so far this year. Like, it's still new sometimes, even though we're almost 2 months into this game now, to see EA tweeting out all this stuff, and especially tweeting out that they're giving out a pre-release content closed technical test for the future of FC. And literally what they're confirming here by saying this is, A, that they're still wanting our feedback for FC 26 and 27, but they're confirming the open world rumors that have been out there now for a number of months. This was even before FC 26. People were talking about an open world mode where it's kind of like 2K Park, or maybe even a little bit like GTA, where you're controlling your player, you're running around, you can like interact with different people that are all in one big online lobby, and there's all sorts of different stuff that you can do, and who knows, right? EA is confirming that basically by this right here, the world-based FC experience, and the fact that they're inviting players to test a hands-on access limited time test of this. So it's just crazy to hear EA talk about this. They posted a full details here, which just kind of says all this stuff in this short tweet in a longer little piece. But it's just interesting to hear them talk about that. And I'm sure some of you guys have gotten the play test or the technical test and you're out there playing for it. And you know what that means, that there's going to be leaks. There always are leaks when we have situations like this. It's EA. Almost everything gets leaked for us nowadays. So that'd be what I'd be watching for in terms of people talking about what that technical test looks like and what it means. And of course, that's still so long into the future, so far to the future, that we don't know exactly what it's going to look like. Is it for FC 27? Is it for FC 28? Who knows? But sounds like EA is making some moves there, and at least they're saying something and like talking about it, because again, that's never something we would have even heard about before in the past. Now, let's talk about the market, because probably the hottest topic on this game right now are the Ultimate Scream cards, because the upgrades are incoming. And guys, they may be incoming sooner than we think. We've got a window of opportunity for these upgrades that I want to talk about. But first, I want to make sure it's crystal clear what upgrades we are looking for on these cards, because I'm hearing a lot of confusion about the Ultimate Scream upgrades. As it says here in game, Wednesday, November 5th, all of the Ultimate Scream cards are going to be getting a roll plus boost if they didn't already have a plus or a plus plus roll in that certain roll on the card. So like that Dybala that we were looking at right there, if he has false 9 plus plus, it's still going to stay as a plus plus, but everything else will get boosted to a plus. So like Poacher will go to a plus, Classic 10 will go to a plus, and since he has rolls already there in a plus or plus plus, those are going to stay. It's not like anything gets downgraded for his card there. Those are permanent upgrades. So once Dybala gets the roll plus in those 2 spots, he's going to stay with that roll plus. That will not expire. What also happens with this upgrade today, tomorrow, we'll talk about the timing of that, is the temporary 99 stat boost. It lasts for 7 days, and that's the big upgrade that most of us are really excited for. Yeah, sure, a roll plus is cool, but it's more about getting the 99 stat in the certain areas of the card that make these cards so sought after, and that makes them so unique. And that's why I've said literally in the last couple of days, these cards are going to start taking over the game. It's the 99 stat that we're interested most with these cards. Now, timing. When is this going to happen? Because of how the upgrades kind of mistakenly happened on Friday night, which was not quite midnight UK time. It was 10:30 p.m. UK time. There are a few people that think that these upgrades could actually take place late tonight on Tuesday at midnight UK, which is midnight on Wednesday, the 5th of November, which would make sense for what EA said there. It's going to happen on the 5th of November. But also, if you're EA, do you want to upgrade these cards in the middle of the night when there's less people on the game? Or do you want to upgrade them Wednesday at content when there's a lot more people on the game? We don't know because we're not EA, but my guess is they go for the content drop time, but we have to be watching these cards from tonight at midnight UK onwards for the next 24 hours after that, because anytime in that time frame is when we could see the plus upgrades for the rolls and the temporary 99 boost. So that's kind of the situation that we're looking at here. I want to also mention there's a big question with this too. Do the evolution cards get upgraded? If you've used a cosmetic evolution or done one of the Ultimate Scream evos, do these cards get upgraded as well? And the easiest way to answer this and describe this is if your Ultimate Scream card has a tab on the card that shows additional information and talks about the upgrades, they will get upgraded. If they don't, like the evos do not, they will not. Evolutions will not be getting upgraded, guys. If it's an SBC objective card or if it's something that was in packs, then it will. But if it doesn't have this additional information tab, it will not. Now, people are trying to do some crazy stuff, by the way, with these upgrades, like SBC players that can be evolved, like Romelu Lukaku. Some people are waiting to see what stat boost he gets to 99, because if it's not pace, if it's like shooting or something like that, people want to put him into like the Musiala Star is Born evolution, and then they want to upgrade him for his stats there and then hopefully keep his 99 stat on the card. Like some people think if your card starts out as a Scream and then you upgrade it via an evolution and the card type changes, maybe the 99 stat will stick and it will never go away. Maybe, or it also could disappear. So I'm not going to do any sort of crazy evolutions or try to mess with that at all, but just to kind of put that out there, if you want to go crazy with a Lukaku or any other evolution card from objectives or SBCs and do something like that, I mean, that is possible. We'll just have to see what goes on with that. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people testing and trying out things with these 99 stat boosts, and we'll see what happens with that. Now, let's talk about these cards and investing in them and the prices. This is the hottest topic on the market for a reason. A lot of people are invested in these cards, especially Team 2, because like we've talked about, we saw how these cards got upgraded for a short period of time on Friday night. My opinion is that EA is going to upgrade these cards the exact same way they did last time. Griezmann had 99 dribble. Dybala had the 99 pace. Cuadrado had the 99 pace as well, as did Pulisic. That's just my opinion, because why would EA go through all the trouble after they did leak it early to go and change that, right? Unless they really want to shake things up and honestly make people lose a few coins. That might be a reason they would do this. I don't think they're going to change the 99 boost. Now, again, we don't know. I could be wrong, and EA could change those up. So that's something that a lot of rumors are starting to go around about. I wouldn't say they're concrete rumors. There's been no actual leakers tweeting about if the 99 stats have been changed or if they are the same. I think we're going to maybe see some news on that today, but who knows? Maybe we'll just find out when the cards get upgraded themselves. Here's what I would tell you. If you invested in Scream cards, hold the line, keep watching the rises. I did sell one of my Scream cards yesterday, Kimmich. I sold him for 237,000 coins. I could lose out on a bunch of profit here. If he gets 99 pace, maybe even 99 defending or physical, this card could continue to go up in price, and I could just be out of luck with that. But with the Dybala, I believe he's going to get that 99 pace again, so I'm continuing to hold. Now, I will say this. With these cards today, I do expect them to go up, because right now we're ending Weekend League. Weekend League's over by the time this video is going live, and that means there's no more supply for these cards, and there's everybody waiting for the upgrades. And again, like we said, the hype with these cards is the 99 stats, and the ones that get the good 99 boost, there's going to be a lot of hype. I still believe that these cards can go up from where they are right now. However, I will say, all it takes is for some people to start panic selling some cards, because since there's a decent number of people invested in this Team 2, in this Team 1, and in the Heroes, if for some reason, like let's say Mbumo doesn't get pace, which his price has not gone up a lot, it's probably because he's the favorite to win the Premier League Player of the Month, which has not been announced yet. It could be announced soon. But like, let's say Mbumo gets 99 pace, his card is going to skyrocket, and then it's probably going to come back down a little bit. But then I think it could go higher into the rest of the week. That's the one thing I think with these cards is there's still going to be fluctuations. We're up, right, from the low point where we saw a lot of these cards be really investable, like Marion at 180K, Quadrado at 40,000 coins. Griezmann's not up that much. He still looks to be one of the more decent investments from this team. He's only getting 99 dribble, allegedly, for how the old boost was. But that's still a pretty good stat boost for that card. I still think these cards can go up, right? But I just have to warn you guys and say that there's a lot of people that are invested in these, and there could be some panic selling on them as well. But I think if we're going to try to time a peak point for these cards, what a better time to sell your Scream cards than Friday night after Weekend League starts in what we call the Friday night bubble. That is going to be basically the peak of the demand for these cards because everybody's going to want to use them this weekend for Weekend League. People are going to be running full Scream teams with 99 stats on different cards across the board. Like, why would you not want to do that when you have 99 stat boost cards that are out there? So that's why I say these cards are going to take over the game and they're going to be the most popular cards to buy, which is a good thing if you're invested in them. But at the same time, there's going to be some fluctuations along the way. So if you want to take the safe route and you want to sell in the hype, I think tonight, before those upgrades would potentially happen, would be a good time to do that. But that's only if you're wanting to take your coins and then wait and see what happens and not ride through and do a squad ride, if you will, with these cards from the Ultimate Scream team. So I would say the cards that feel the most risky right now are Team 2, because Team 1, we have no idea what's going on here. You could argue that's more risky because you're like, well, we don't know what stats they're going to get boosted in. Whereas with Team 2, we kind of had an idea with how it went last time. But now it's just kind of the waiting game to see the upgrades, to see if we get some leaks, and when EA actually boosts these 99 cards. But I do believe that Friday night's going to be an incredible time to sell these. Over the weekend, they're going to be in heavy, heavy demand, and that's going to mean their prices hopefully go up a good bit. From wherever they move today, tomorrow, and Thursday, they should be going up on Friday. Now, let's get to the news. We're finally getting to it, guys. The news that EA posted yesterday as well. EA was on a heater yesterday posting about FC27 Open World, FC28 Open World, and then the promo that is coming this Friday on this game. We were curious, as Ultimate Scream's coming to a close for the second week, what is going to be dropping next? And EA yesterday just said, a brand new trio of heroes is coming this Friday on FC26. Okay, EA, all right. I mean, I know that you want to get ahead of the leakers sometimes and prove them wrong, but like this is very forthcoming from EA Sports. They asked, can you unmask the Rider, El Condottiero, and the Rocker Mystique? So it looks like that these heroes are going to have promo versions. As EA said, as we have looked at multiple times in the patch notes, they're not patch notes, the pitch notes from the very beginning of the year, the launch update, right? They said that the new heroes were going to be dropped this year through campaign releases. So that means the cards that we're getting here are not base heroes. We're still waiting on some of those cards to be dropped in the game. We're getting promo versions first, kind of like we did for Maradona last year and some other different cards that were added to the game mid-cycle. But that is what this promo is about. UEFA Prime Time heroes. EA named it right here in this post. And the heroes that we have here, not all of them, but 2 of them have been leaked already. Once again, these are the card designs that we saw added to the code a few days back about UEFA Prime Time. Ignore the name, right? Just look at the card design. You see the little hero symbol at the top of this one. Looks very similar to a promo that we've seen a lot of the times at this stage of the year in previous FIFAs. Oh yeah, Road to the Knockout. That's exactly what it sounds like as we get into more of these leaks. Now, there's 2 card designs here. This is the second one, which looks a lot more simple and less Champions League related, but they both show hero cards. That's the biggest question that feels unknown right now. Is this a hero-only promo, or are there going to be regular players in this one as well? Based on the leaks, all we know about is heroes right now. Now, FIFA Trading Romania yesterday told us how these cards are going to upgrade. This is what makes it feel so much like Road to the Knockouts. UEFA Primetime promo cards are live. The next games count for upgrades, for example, later in November, allegedly. And there's going to be Playstyle Plus boost. There's going to be roles, Playstyle regulars, and an overall upgrading boost. And this is maybe not the best way to say it or to show it, but this is how the cards get upgraded. Overall boost happen, overall stat boost that would be if the club that player is connected with scores goals or a specific amount of points in the Champions League table. Playstyle Pluses will be awarded for finishing top 8 in the league, in the table. And then roles and playstyle silvers will be upgraded by goals, assists, and clean sheet I'm guessing for the club scoring enough goals or having a clean sheet or getting a number of assists in the rest of the games that they have in the group stage of Champions League. So I'm sure that EA is going to give us some more specifics on how this is going to work. I'm sure we're going to have some questions, but it does look like that these heroes are going to be tied to clubs specifically. Now, when it comes to the leaked heroes that are coming out, of course, we're expecting 3 new heroes that have not been introduced into FC26 yet as a part of this promo with their first cards. The first one of those is De Rossi. He is the Il Contandiero. I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's one of the players that was on EA's post there. We think that's going to be this guy right here. Kind of fits what De Rossi would be. His days at Roma make it really interesting. Of course, he played for Roma. We were talking about this in the stream yesterday. He played for Roma, and he also played 1 season for Boca Juniors. Obviously, this card is going to be affiliated with Roma, but Roma's not in the Champions League. They're in the Europa League. So does that mean that he's going to have a card design like this? Or is like maybe this design going to be related to Europa League, Conference League? We don't know. We have questions still. Again, this is kind of the first initial leaks about this promo, but De Rossi is added to come stats or a prediction. And the one thing I will say about the stats here is if you actually look in game, you can see all the new heroes already are in the search, and you can see De Rossi's rating is 87. Now, that should be his base hero rating, and this card should technically be higher. I'm going to guess since it's a live promo card, it'll be 87 maybe if they want to keep it the same rating, or it'll be 88 rated with some upgrades that come after that. So that's kind of my guess for where those cards could be. But that's the first hero that is leaked. The second new hero that is leaked is Salgado. He is coming as a UCL Prime Time hero soon as well. Again, when we saw the names listed of the leaked heroes earlier this summer into FC26, we weren't that excited. The names of the icons, of course, were much bigger. There were so many insane icons released this year. Zlatan, of course, the Marcelo, the Chiellini, the Totti, so many big names, right? The heroes didn't really pop off the page, if you will, like the icons did. But Salgado is a card here as a right back who's going to be coming. His base hero rating is 87. So this one would probably be around that, maybe 87, maybe 88 for his promo card. But he must be out of this page. He must be either the rocker. He must be the rocker Mystique. That must be him. Because if you see the player on the left here, the rider, looks like a women's player. And now the best guess for that player, since she has not been leaked yet 100% by the leakers, is Louisa Nassib. That is our best guess for who that third and final new hero that is going to be in this UEFA Prime Times promo is going to be. So De Rossi number 1, Nassib number 2, and of course Salgado number 3 for the brand new heroes. Now there is already an existing hero that's going to be a part of this team too, and it is Eden Hazard. He's added to come as a UCL Prime Time hero as a part of this promo as well. You would assume live and upgrading for Chelsea in the Champions League, but who knows? So those are the leaks that we have right now. Those are the only players that we have at the moment that have been leaked. There's no word on Ricardo Quaresma. And as EA mentioned, these cards as heroes are going to be added to the game via promo version. So this is Quaresma's official card, 85 rated, which also matches when you do the market search. 85 rated in here as well. This leak was from August. This is a long time ago. We still do not have Quaresma in this game unless he is going to be leaked and added maybe in Team 2 or in the next promo or something like that. But EA did make it sound like that all of the new heroes are going to be added in during this season, which means this season runs until the end of the month, basically runs until Black Friday. So for the next couple of promos, it sounds like we're going to be getting special versions of heroes dropped into this game. Now, with these cards and with these leaks, we are still waiting for a whole lot more news. Is this just the hero-only promo? As we take a look at the names we've just seen from leaks, it's all heroes. All we've heard about is heroes so far. Is that going to change? Is there going to be another aspect to this? And how is that going to work if it's a hero-only promo? So we have a lot of questions. Watch out for more leaks. There's going to be more news for sure, posted either by EA or by the leakers starting today, I'm sure, into tomorrow, into Thursday, and of course, we'll be plenty up to speed, I'm sure, as we get to Friday. Now, let's talk about Tuesday content today and what we're expecting. not expecting a whole lot. The second week of Scream here has really slowed down, guys. Not saying it's terrible, but the first week of Scream really hit heavy, and this week just kind of feels sort of slow in terms of the level of the quality of content and the hype as well, kind of building up to it. Now, the 83 times 2 upgrade pack, as you guys remember, Tuesdays are upgrade pack days. This is going to be expiring today. Maybe the 80 plus times 5 returns and replaces it. Maybe they go with an 81 plus times 5, but those have usually been pretty easy and good upgrade packs to be completing each and every Tuesday. Other than that, when it comes to leaked SBCs for a player, which we would expect one today, we still have the Ona Batier, who is out there at the moment. That could be any time between today on Tuesday and Thursday, since she would be one of the last Scream player SBCs. I don't know if we have too many other SBC leaks at the moment. I'll be watching out for Twitter today, pre-content drop, to see if there are any more names added to the list of cards that we would be expecting to see this week. And then I'm also going to shout maybe an Evo. I don't think there's any leaks for an Evolution right now, and we have had a really crazy last week, or Ultimate Scream promo in general, with evolutions, but there is a couple evos that are expiring soon, like Fullback Force is going away. Iron Lungs has got one more day as well before you can't put anybody else in it. So there's potentially going to be maybe a free evo that would drop today. We haven't had too many of those. That'd be something I'll be watching out for. And then also on objectives, the rush points are going to reset. If you're going to try to get some rush games in pre-content today, you could still go ahead and get Scardina and the weekly rush points refreshed there. And really the last thing that we have to talk about once again is just watch out for the leaks today, guys. Watch out for the news to see what else is going to be learned and what else is going to be, exposed, I guess you could say, about either the FC27 World Tour, like the open world stuff, I mean, or the new promo that is upcoming. The rest of the market right now, just to really bookend the video and talk about this, I do think we can see some rises in the market today, just generally in terms of some fluctuation trades. But again, like I said, with all the hype being on the Scream cards, I also feel like that's going to make the rest of the market maybe be in a little bit of a unsure situation. So I wouldn't really say right now is a great time to buy a team, just with the way the market looks, because what I could still see happening, even though a lot of people are invested, is come Wednesday, or maybe even as early as later tonight, as we mentioned, people see a new card get upgraded like Cuadrado and they go and sell their other right back in their team, or they see a new striker like Dybala get boosted. They go sell their other striker that's in their team because they want to try out a 99 pace or a 99 stat Ultimate Scream card. Even fodder. Guys, like, watch fodder today, because imagine people are like, yo, Park Ji-sung got 99 pace. I want to go do that SBC now. Or you imagine seeing Lukaku or Rashford. Like, watch for Rashford's boost. That's going to also impact people and make them want to go do SBCs if the cards here in SBCs get like crazy boosts on some of their stats. So that is one thing to watch out for today as well. When it comes to the SBCs, I started Sergio Busquets. I know that's not an Ultimate Scream card, but we only have 8 days left to get him done, and that's just a card that I cannot pass up on, with this being his final run in the MLS, having the Jordi Alba already in the team. And you saw the packs there here in the store section. I did get 8 wins once again, man. I'm as consistent as they come, chat. Guys, this is not YouTube chat. This is not a stream, it's a video. Anyways, 8 wins in a row now. My 5th week in League of the Year. 8 wins every single time. So we're going to open those rewards today on stream. Then we're going to get into the tournament and probably just get caught up on rivals, like get ahead of the game on rivals points, try to move up divisions a little bit for the new division rivals rewards that are going to be heading out to us this week. So that's one thing I would mention as well. Try to get those rivals points in soon. But that's enough yap from me, guys. If you did enjoy the video today, drop a thumbs up on it, comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys in the stream today. I'll be watching very closely these Ultimate Scream cards. Again, guys, love you guys. Thanks for watching. It's been Nate with Count. See you later. Peace.